morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to science class. Today is April 27th. The time is 9:20 and I am going to give you big fatty hints, big fatty meat and potatoes of what you need to know for your test tomorrow. So if you have not been here, or if you did not do your study guide, or if you just need a refresher, now is the time to pay attention. You are going to have to submit a picture of these for a grade. All right, here we go. Number one, I have a crayon box in a car on the hot day. Okay, so right on here, write crayons. And they're inside of a car on a hot day. This is a car. Don't make fun of me. Draw little wheels on it. Okay, crayons inside the car. Hot day. Draw the sun. Okay. So what is going to happen to these crayons? Brennan, what's going to happen? They're going to melt. Very good. And can you tell me, melting is moving from what state of matter to what state of matter? It started off as a solid, and then it turned into a what? Very good. Cool? This is not hard. So this is just a change in the state of matter. So is this chemical or physical? Physical. This is a physical change. So you can write physical. It is a change in the state of matter. It just went from a solid to a liquid. That's it. It's a physical change. Box number 2. I want you to draw a candle. Here is the little thing down here. Here's the candle. Okay, and here's a little flame coming out of the candle. Okay, this is a candle. When you burn the candle, is it a chemical or physical change? It is a chemical change because of the fire. The fire is a chemical change. What about the wax melting? Is that physical or chemical? Very good. It is physical. So you're going to write here, the fire part is a chemical change. And then here, the candle wax, the wax melting is physical, right? Because you can put it back, right? You could pour that hot wax into a mold and it would turn back into a candle, right? It would turn back into wax. But is that burning up wick? Can you ever put that back? No, you cannot. All right. Next one. Let's, how do you know a chemical change has taken place? So let's write that. How do you know it's chemical? All right, how do you know? We're going to talk about the clues. How do you know it's chemical? How do you know it's chemical? All right, Ethan, what's one way you know it's a chemical change? Yeah, if it's on fire. Yes, if it's on fire or it's burning, it is chemical. Anybody know another way? Think about the things that we talked about. Yazzie. Yes, bubbles is a big one. Bubbles is definitely a chemical change. All right, anybody else know? All right, how about this? New substance is formed, right? If you get something completely different, you know it's chemical. So like when you bake a cake, you know how it goes from eggs and sugar and flour and it bakes a cake. That's a completely new substance, ain't it, Jamal? Completely new substance. Oh, you know another way to tell if it's chemical? If it changes color. That's a big one. So like when something rusts, doesn't it change color? It goes from metal to being rusty, like red. Okay, So these are the ways you can know that it's a chemical change. All right, so a good example is if wood turns to ash. Write that down. Let's draw a piece of wood. Let's draw a campfire. So if you've got a campfire and then when it's all done, it's just ash, wood to ash is chemical. It burnt up. Now it's just little coals laying on the ground inside the campfire, right? Cool? All right. Draw me an ice cube. Draw a square. Draw another square within that square, and then connect the corners. This is an ice cube. All right. And let's say it is, the mass is 3 grams. And then the sun comes out. Sun comes out. And that ice cube turns into water vapor. Jayla, what's the mass of the ice cube now?
3 grams.
3 grams. It's just water vapor now, right? So the mass stays the same. The mass doesn't change. It just doesn't. Y'all cool with that? All right. Next one. We got soup. Again with the soup, Miss Ross? Yes. Here's your pot. Draw a pot. Inside the pot, you're putting 5 kilograms of carrots. You are putting 25 kilograms of onion. You are putting 1 kilogram of water. And you are going to put, let's see, a 1/2 kilogram of potato. Okay, so you got carrots, you've got onion, you got water, and you got potatoes. The most important thing you got to do is you have to line them up before you can add them. So line them up and make sure you add your zeros, and then you can add. Does that make sense? Yazi, what's 0 plus 5 plus 0 plus 0? What's 5 plus 2 plus 5? What's 1 plus 1? And what do I do in my decimals? Bring it right on down. Okay, does that make sense? You got to line up by the decimals. Write that. Line up the decimals. And you have to remember that when it says 1, the decimal is behind it. Let's see. Next one. Let's see. Let me think about what I want to do here. La 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 la. Okay, draw a cooler. Draw a cooler. Close the lid. Make sure that the lid is latched. Put a latch on it. Okay. Inside of here is dry ice. That's that stuff that steams, right? At they use it at Halloween. 1/2 evaporates. Okay, so you've got 25 grams of dry ice and 25 grams of vapor. What's the mass, guys? 50. Good. Did any of it go anywhere? No, it's locked inside of a cooler. It's still right there. Okay, so if you start with 50 grams and 1/2 evaporates, it's still 25 and 25. All right, let me think. Anything else? All right. Yes, Yazi. It doesn't go anywhere. It's still there. It's just in a different state of matter. All right, so this is some gold, guys. This is some gold. And a jeweler melts it. He melts it and turns it into this, right? Like a little pile of a puddle of gold, right? So he can use it to make jewelry. What I want you to understand is when he melts it, the mass is the same. It does not matter that now it's liquid. It just went from solid to liquid. It changed the state of matter, which is a physical change. Nothing chemical happened. It's still just gold. Now it's melted gold. Okay. One more thing. Come back up here. How do you know it's chemical? I want you to write the word digestion. Y'all cool with that? Remember, digesting something is, digesting any type of food is always chemical because it's mixing with acid. All right, and I think that is it. All right, I love y'all. You ready? All right, bye. End.